Yep.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Real Highlights podcast. I'm joined with my co-host Henry. What's going on?
What's up?
We're gonna go over the box scores since September 8th. So September 8th, you had the Miami Heat versus Milwaukee Bucks. Miami Heat took that win pretty easily. They gave him a little gentleman sweep. Duncan Robinson, two points. Butler at 17, 10-6. Dragic at 17. Tyler Hero at 14. They like so many guys in double digits. Obviously, Giannis didn't play in Milwaukee, or Middleton returned to his regular self, not putting up 36 points, putting up 23. Brook Lopez, 15-14. Dante DiVincenzo, 17-4. And then also that night, the Lakers, who took a 2-1 lead in that game. They won by 10. Also, I was expecting that. If I'm not mistaken, Rondo threw a pass off the backboard to LeBron with 20 seconds left in the game when they're up by 10, so that's questionable. I don't know what Houston will do. I mean, Lakers are up 3-1. Yeah, they're up 3-1.
Right.
Oh, no, yeah. And then Game 6, September 9th, Game 6, Toronto versus Celtics. You had, that game was crazy, double OT. Tatum had 29, 14, 9, 2, 2, 9 for 21. Jaylen Brown had 31. Marcus Smart had a triple-double, which I didn't even realize. Deion Theis at 18. Lowry 33, 8-6 with a fadeaway shot in Kemba Walker's face to pretty much seal the game.
And Kemba Walker only had 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points. Yeah. Yeah, what did he do? 5 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 for 11. Yeah.
Yeah, not a very good game.
And then yesterday, September 10th, or as you're listening to this, 2 days ago, Lakers 110, Houston 100. LeBron had 16, 15, 9, 3, 7 for 17. Not a great shooting night for him. So Lakers couldn't even capitalize on that, which is kind of sucks for them. Or Rockets couldn't. AD had 29, 12, 5, 2 blocks, 10 for 18. Markieff Morris had an okay game. Danny Green finally doing okay. I mean, he still didn't do okay, but he had 10 points. KCP had 10. Kuzma had 4. Kuzma being trash like usual. Rondo had 11, 10, 8. And Caruso had 16, 3, 2. And today's games are Denver Nuggets versus Clippers, which is in the pregame. And you have Boston Celtics, Toronto, Game 7, which is going to be a great game. Henry, who do you have winning? Denver, Clippers. Will Clippers close it out today?
I have Clippers going to the Western Conference Finals. Yeah.
So do I. I just don't see Denver doing another 3-0 comeback like they did in the first round against Utah. Clippers lost game 2, and then Kawhi turned up, it seems like. Paul George is playing a little better, too.
Yeah.
Paul George.
Boston Celtics.
You have Celtics winning this Game 7?
Yep.
I don't know who I have winning. I had Toronto beating Celtics in 5 games, and I changed my mind about halfway through the series that Celtics are going to win, but I have no idea who's going to win this game. No idea at all. It's going to be a great game, though.
Very good.
The conference finals will probably end up being Lakers, Clippers, and Miami Heat's in the conference finals, which is kind of crazy. Who would have thought Miami Heat would be in the conference finals? Actually, I thought that. I predicted Jimmy Butler would beat the Milwaukee Bucks about 4.5 months ago. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping Boston makes it because Boston Miami conference finals will be, it's an old rivalry.
Yeah, since the 2010s.
Yeah. So you're gonna have Giannis has been in trade rumors to Toronto, Golden State, Miami, Clippers, probably even Brooklyn. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't know. I bet Brooklyn could pull off some crazy trade. Dallas as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, a trade I've found really interesting is Chris Paul to Milwaukee, which I think they need to do that right away. A trade package could be
Bledsoe?
Bledsoe would be in it, but he wouldn't be the main guy, and it's enticing to Oklahoma. And the audio cut out there. It's enticing to Oklahoma because Chris Paul's value is like super high right now, and he won't be this good forever. So You can trade Chris Paul for Eric Bledsoe, Dante DiVincenzo, and 2 first-round picks. Probably is what Milwaukee would have to give up, and Eric Bledsoe's an expiring contract. So you're going to clear up $40 million in cap, get a young guy, and 2 future firsts. So at that point, they're going to have 12 first-round picks. And they basically they traded Ibaka for Oladipo, who they traded Oladipo for Paul George. So they turned Serge Ibaka into 12 first-round picks and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which is
pretty good.
Pretty crazy, yeah. So yeah, if Milwaukee can get Chris Paul and they can win a ring, so they'll have the big three. Middleton can go back to being the third best guy on a team, which he needs to be. He's not a number 2 guy. He just can't close games out. And Chris Paul can close games out. He did that in Houston, and that's the only reason Houston was good. I don't know why Houston decided to trade for Westbrook. I never thought that was a very good trade.
Yeah, I feel like they should have kept Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul, a better closer. You know, Harden's not a very good closer. He's not very clutch, really. He went 2 for 11 in the last game, which isn't very good. Kind of sad, really. Also, Giannis said he won't request a trade. He said he wants to stay in Milwaukee and go through a wall, not around it. And so you're gonna have that big three, and they could easily just go win a ring next year. That could definitely happen.
If they were to get another guy, they would
preferably Chris Paul would be pretty insane.
Heavy favorites.
Yeah, I mean, they're favorites this year, and we're on pace to win 60 games. I also don't know if... I feel like they need to get rid of Budenholzer. He's a good coach, but what I've noticed from him is they run one defensive scheme the whole regular season and get really good at it. And that's why they're the best defensive team in the NBA in the regular season. As soon as it comes playoff time, teams adjust to their defense. And their defense becomes horrible in the playoffs. It's happening against Toronto. Milwaukee goes up 2-0 last year in the conference finals, and Toronto's like, okay, changes their offense and starts destroying them. They also put Kawhi and Giannis, which helped, but yeah, and then so basically Milwaukee needs to pull the trigger on this trade right away to keep Giannis, and they have to I think they have to win a ring next year to keep him. But I could totally be wrong, and Giannis might just stay in Milwaukee for the rest of his career.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty loyal move.
Next thing, Aaron Aflalo, he played for Detroit with Flip Saunders, who coached the Timberwolves. He didn't play. He was coached by Flip Saunders in Detroit. And he also played for the New York Knicks. But Aaron Aflalo, his owner group, is potentially going to buy the Timberwolves, which would be good. I would like that. I can trust him. I'd prefer KG, but Aaron Aflalo would be pretty cool as well.
Yeah. I also.
Yeah, I trust Aaron Aflalo. I just hope, Ryan Saunders, he's a good coach, but I think there's better guys than Ryan Saunders.
Maybe we could go for, Alvin Gentry.
No.
Of the Pelicans?
Nah, Gentry sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, he's not a very good coach. If he was a good coach, New Orleans would have made the playoffs easily. They'd have been a 6 seed. They had an
maybe
no.
Donovan of the Thunder.
Billy Donovan, Mike D'Antoni. I think Rockets might fire D'Antoni and Daryl Morey and just blow up I don't know if they'll blow up the team, but I think they might fire those two guys, D'Antoni and Daryl Morey.
Yeah.
Because D'Antoni's contract is expired. So that'd be great if the Wolves would go after D'Antoni. I would like that. Billy Donovan would be cool. Would be cool too. I know Indiana needs a new coach, and Tyronn Lue also got hired by Philly, or I don't know if it's official yet, but he's finalizing a contract.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. What else is? So I came across this trade. I forgot where I got it from. But if Houston were to blow up their team, I saw a trade. It was linked to Denver. It was Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and 2 first-round picks. We have to talk about Michael Porter Jr. later. But Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and 2 first-round picks for Harden. if Houston was to blow up the team, and it seemed like a pretty good trade. Like for both teams, seemed pretty equal. I think you might have to throw maybe a couple more picks and Gary Harris, but that was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Michael Porter Jr. Do you see what he said in the press conference?
He said they need to get more players involved. Like
instead of like Jamal Murray and Jokic aren't playing out of their minds in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, I don't think
you just went 7 for 20. Come on now. Like you got, I don't know. I mean, he shouldn't say that in a press conference. Maybe behind the scenes to the coach, be like, "Yeah, we should get more players involved.
Yeah, he should.
We might be able to do more."
Publicly said it.
That was just dumb. Damian Lillard was actually talking crap about him. But so we have a Bleacher Report article that we're gonna go over that we think is completely dumb. And it's called what is it called? One offseason trade idea for every NBA team. Let's get right into it. So starting off, Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks are trading their number 6 pick and DeAndre Hunter to the Timberwolves for the number 1 pick. As a Timberwolves fan, I think this trade is dumb.
Yep.
You know, I think this could be a good trade for Atlanta, maybe,
but not for
the Wolves. I don't see the Wolves accepting this at all. You know, it would be cool though, because Anthony Edwards is from Atlanta, so I feel like they'd have to give up more for the 1 pick, because I think the Wolves are going to end up trading it to
for Booker or Beal.
Yeah, or just trade up and get assets, and then I don't know what they were going to do. They could do a lot of things. Number 2, you have the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics give up Robert Williams III, Carson Edwards, 2021 first-round pick, lottery protected for Jarrett Allen. So why would the Nets do this? I don't know. Does this make sense for Boston? Yes, this makes complete sense for Boston. I would do it right away. Makes no sense for the Brooklyn Nets, though.
The Nets would never do that, I don't think.
Right. I could see Nets going after Bradley Beal, too. They have all the assets to trade from.
Yep.
Number 3, Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets give up Spencer Dinwiddie. This trade makes me sad. This is a dumb trade. Spencer Dinwiddie, Teron Prince, Garrett Temple for Blake Griffin. Why would you want Blake Griffin's contract? That's just horrible, a bad contract. Yeah, but maybe, you pair him with Kyrie, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Jordan, same era. Put Karis LeVert in that lineup. Could make sense.
Yeah, and Griffin and DeAndre Jordan do have a lot of chemistry from Clippers, but
yeah. Overall, this is dumb. Doesn't make that much sense. Number 4, you have the Charlotte Hornets. So this is a trade. Okay, Charlotte gives up Terry Rozier, Cody Zeller, and they receive the number 21 overall pick, 2020 second round pick, and Zaire Smith and Al Horford.
No.
Why would the Hornets do this? I don't know. Should Philly do this? Yes, Philly should do this right away.
Yeah, for Cody Zeller, for sure.
Get rid of Horford's contract. They even get Terry Rozier, a decent backup point guard.
Right.
Or put him in that lineup. He's a shooter. Yeah. The number 5, Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls received the number 1 pick and James Johnson. And the Minnesota Timberwolves received number 4 pick, 2020 second round pick. Thaddeus Young, Chandler Hutchinson, and Daniel Gafford. Not bad. I wouldn't do this because I don't want Thaddeus Young's contract.
Yeah.
But, it's a better one than the Atlanta one. Maybe. I don't actually know. This is pretty equal. Pretty equal. We would get rid of James Johnson's contract. Pretty equal overall to the Atlanta one. I could see us moving. I think the Wolves will either move up in the draft or trade the pick. Number 6, Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland gives up Kevin Love to the Knicks, and they receive Julius Randle and Elfrid Payton. This makes sense for the Cavs. Makes no sense for the Knicks, but they are the Knicks, so they will definitely do this trade in a heartbeat because the Knicks have the worst management in the NBA.
Yeah, they have 5 power forwards.
Right.
Necessary.
This makes a lot of sense for the Knicks to do. Number 70 with the Mavs. Mavs receive Patrick Beverley. Clippers receive Maxi Kleber, DeLon Wright, 2020 second round pick. That's a dumb trade for the Mavs, and a dumb trade for the Clippers. Both teams went through this, but the Mavs are looking for a tough veteran to protect Luka, so people aren't in his face the whole game.
Marcus Morris can't bully him.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
He wasn't really getting bullied, though. He did drop 43, 17, and 13, but...
True.
Right. Denver Nuggets, number 8. Nuggets receive Derek White. San Antonio receives number 22 overall pick, Keita Bates-Diop, and Monte Morris. Makes sense for both teams here. Could see this trade happening. Denver could use a better shooter in Derek White, another scorer. And San Antonio just can get younger and get off Derek White's contract, which is like a 3-year deal. And San Antonio can go in the rebuild mode.
Yeah. If they go into rebuild mode, I think they would get rid of DeRozan.
Yeah. DeRozan has a bad contract. He's going to accept this player option this offseason, which is like $27 million, I think. They also need to get rid of Aldridge.
Yeah, for sure.
Detroit Pistons, number 9. Pistons will give up the number 7 pick in Derrick Rose for the number 4 pick and Chandler Hutchinson and Luke Cornett. So they'll trade that pick to the Bulls. So this kind of makes sense for both teams.
If I was the Pistons, I would do that. Sure.
Yeah, you get off Derrick Rose's contract, and Bulls, they'd bring back Derrick Rose, and Derrick Rose is also just a good point guard.
Yeah.
He put up
and
his
you
best.
go up 3 picks.
Yeah. You're gonna get the 4th best player. The top 3 are locked, so it's
like Obi Toppin.
The top 3 are locked, so you already know who you're gonna pick. It's pretty much the 1 pick, the 4 pick is. Because LaMelo, James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards are going 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt.
Number 10, Golden State Warriors. Warriors receive Dennis Smith Jr. and Taj Gibson. Knicks receive 2020 second round pick. I could see the Warriors doing this. I don't know if they'd want Taj Gibson, but they'd get Dennis Smith Jr. And the Knicks can get rid of some cap and get a second round pick. Not bad.
Yeah, they need some more cap space.
Number 11, Houston Rockets. This is the bad trade. Philly receives Eric Gordon, Daniel House, and Austin Rivers. Houston gets Al Horford and 2 first-round picks. That's just a dumb deal for Houston. Why would you want Al Horford's contract, and why would you give up?
And they're getting rid of Eric Gordon.
Why would you give up 3 of your best role players? That's horrible. Number 12 of 30, Indiana Pacers. Sacramento receives Victor Oladipo, and Indiana receives Buddy Hield in the second round pick. This makes sense. Complete sense, actually. This makes a lot of sense. Buddy Hield has talked about wanting to leave Sacramento, and Indiana Indiana might want to get rid of Oladipo, and Buddy Hield would fit in perfectly with the other young guys, Sabonis and Brogdon.
Yeah, Buddy Hield needs to get out of Sacramento.
Yeah,
to reach his full potential.
Yeah. Sacramento did help him get to where he is now, though. Gotta give them that. But if he would have just stayed in New Orleans forever, nothing would ever happen. Yeah, Luke Walton's a horrible coach. They got to get rid of him. I don't know why they fired their old coach. Number 13, the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers receive Miles Turner. They give up. Clippers. Sorry. Clippers receive Miles Turner and give up Zubac, Landry Shamet, Roddy McGruder, 2020 second round pick. Why would you do this? I guess no. I don't understand this. You're giving up Landry Shamet and Rodney McGruder, who are 2 really good 3-and-D guys, and you're giving up Zubac, who's pretty similar to Miles Turner, really. Like
Miles Turner, I think, can shoot a little better, but
yeah. But they rebound the same. I think they play similar defense. I don't know. You already have Kawhi and Paul George. You don't need like another scorer,
Yeah.
And now you just have two less 3. Now you lost 2 of your best 3-and-D guys.
Yeah, and Zubac.
Yeah. Number 14, Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers received Gordon Hayward. Boston receives Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the second-round pick. Makes sense for the Lakers. They need a third guy. And
Yeah,
Gordon
that
Hayward
would
could
be
be
good.
that. And this kind of makes sense for Boston because they're getting rid of Hayward, who he's good, but they have Tatum. Like they'll need another guy, and they're gonna get
Danny Green.
They're gonna get Danny Green, who is a 3-and-D guy, and Kuzma and KCP. They're all good. I don't know if they'd want KCP, but look good. That's a good trade overall for both teams. Memphis Grizzlies give up Brandon Clark, Dylan Brooks, and Grayson Allen, and receive Zach LaVine. Makes sense. Really, I think that makes sense for both teams. Chicago can get up Zach LaVine's contract, and I don't know if he wants to be there anyway.
Yeah,
and
I don't think Zach LaVine likes Chicago.
Yeah, and Grizzlies can get that second score.
Yep. John Morant. Mm-hmm. Jaren Jackson Jr.
They do have to give up Dylan Brooks, who's kind of does what LaVine does, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I would say LaVine over Brooks.
Yeah. But I don't know. Would I take LaVine over Brooks? LaVine's not the most efficient player. Brooks is pretty efficient and puts up 16. LaVine put up 26 on 42% shooting, which isn't very good.
Yeah,
I don't know. But LaVine could be, he would be that second guy.
Yeah.
Number 16, Miami Heat. Miami Heat received Joel Embiid, and they give up Bam Adebayo, Kendrick Nunn, Andre Iguodala, and Kelly Olynyk.
No. The Heat aren't getting rid of Adebayo.
No. But maybe. Embiid and Butler are good friends.
Yeah, from Philly.
Yep. Philly, Embiid might not want to be there if they want to blow up the team. But yeah, it's just a dumb deal overall. Why would you do that?
No clue.
For the Heat, why would you do that? And Philly, both teams, dumb deal.
Yeah.
Number 17, Milwaukee Bucks. They receive CJ McCollum and give up Dante DiVincenzo, George Hill, DJ Wilson, Ursan Ilyasova, and 2 first-round picks. 2020 first-round pick and a 2024 first-round pick. Dumb. So why would you do this I think why would you do this if you're Portland, first of all? This is why would you get rid of CJ McCollum if you're Portland?
Yeah, he's the really good second guy, Lillard.
Right. And this would make sense for Milwaukee to do this trade, but I don't know why would you do this if you're Portland?
Yeah.
Number 18, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's a dumb trade. Horrible trade. Oh my god. It's not horrible. Could be worse, to be fair. Actually, this isn't actually that bad of a trade. We receive the Timberwolves give up number 1 pick Josh Okogie and Jake Layman, and they received the number 4 pick and Lauri Markkanen. If we were to trade up, I think this makes the most sense out of the other trades that we would give up the 1 pick.
Yeah, and we get Lauri Markkanen.
The sad thing is we drafted Lauri Markkanen.
But we traded him in the deal for Butler.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
Yeah.
As we planned.
I don't blame him for doing the trade, to be fair, though.
Yeah, Butler was an all-star, so.
Mm-hmm. New Orleans Pelicans, number 19. They trade J.J. Redick and Josh Hart for Miles Turner. No. Well, who plays center? Actually, this kind of makes sense for New Orleans. Doesn't make a lot of sense for Indiana, though. Why would you give up Miles Turner to get 36-year-old J.J. Redick and Josh Hart? And now you don't have a center. But for New Orleans, this is a great trade. I would do this right away.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 20, New York Knicks. New York Knicks received the number 1 pick from the Wolves and James Johnson and give up the number 8 pick, 2021 first-round pick via the Dallas Mavericks, Frank Ntilikina and Taj Gibson. No. The Lauri Markkanen one is way better than this.
Yeah.
Why would you want Dallas's pick? They're going to probably win the ring next year. They might win it all next year.
That's a bold prediction. But Doncic will have probably fully developed by then.
No, he won't.
Maybe.
He won't be at his peak until he's like 28.
Really?
Yeah, that's when you enter your prime. I guess 27. Number 21, Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma gives up Chris Paul to the Denver Nuggets, and they receive Gary Harrison, Will Barton, Monte Morris. Kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. I don't see them doing this because I think they can get a better deal. But
yeah, they probably could get someone else out of it.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Number 22, Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic received Darius Garland, and the Cavs have to give up Mo Bamba. No. Why? Why do you want Mo Bamba? Like,
Darius Garland for Mo Bamba?
You just took Darius Garland with the 4 pick, and he showed he can score. Not a good trade.
Then you would trade him for Mo Bamba?
Right.
No.
Number 24, the Phoenix Suns. The Suns receive Marvin Bagley and Nemanja Bjelica. And Sacramento receives Kelly Oubre and Cameron Johnson. Makes sense for Phoenix, makes no sense for Sacramento.
Yeah.
Why would you give up your number 2 pick? I mean, he's not very good, but you could have taken Luka, but you didn't.
Yep, more Trae Young.
Number 25, Portland Trailblazers. Portland receives DeMar DeRozan, and San Antonio receives Zach Collins, Rodney Hood, Trevor Ariza, and it's a 2020 second-round pick. No, because I don't want to. Why would you want to pay DeMar DeRozan $27 million? And why would you go with Zach Collins, who could be a really good power forward, that third scorer, and Rodney Hood, good 3-and-D guy, and Trevor Ariza, good 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
Number 26, Sacramento Kings. Kings receive Kyle Kuzma and Danny Green. Lakers receive Bogdan Bogdanovic. Makes sense for both teams. Actually,
yeah.
I don't know about Sacramento. Makes kind of a lot of sense for Sacramento. You're gonna a 3-and-D guy, but for the Lakers it makes a lot of sense because Bogdanovic can be the scorer, that third scorer that they need.
Good for the Lakers.
Number 27, San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio gives up LaMarcus Aldridge and they receive the number 18 pick, Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, Justin Jackson from the Mavericks. Makes no sense for the Mavericks, makes a lot of sense for San Antonio.
Marcus Aldridge to the Mavericks?
Right. That's just a dumb deal.
Yeah, Dallas, I don't think would ever do that.
Number 28, Toronto Raptors. Toronto receives Zubac and Landry Shamet. The Clippers receive Serge Ibaka. Could be worse. I wouldn't do this if I'm the Clippers, and I wouldn't. But I would do.
I would do that if I was the Raptors.
Yeah, I would, because you get Shamet.
And
Utah Jazz, number 29. Jazz received Gordon. Jazz received Gordon Hayward. Philly receives Mike Conley, and the Celtics receive Tobias Harris, 2021 first-round pick. So it's a 3-way deal.
Oh.
So Boston.
Tobias Harris to the Celtics.
Yeah, and they also receive a first-round pick. I wouldn't do this from the Celtics because I don't want to take Tobias Harris to set contract.
True.
Gordon Hayward will be a free agent next summer. You might as well just keep him one more year instead of taking on a 5-year.
Most out of him.
A 5-year deal where Tobias Harris will make $40 million in his last year.
Oh my goodness.
And the last one, the Washington Wizards. The Wizards received Nikola Vucevic and the number 15 pick. The Magic received the number 9 pick, Thomas Bryant, Troy Brown Jr., Jerome Robinson, and Ish Smith. If I'm the Magic, I wouldn't do this.
Wouldn't do that.
Because I was
giving up their all-star.
Right. Magic are keeping Vucevic forever. He's their guy.
Yep.
If I'm Washington, actually, if I'm Washington, I would do that. Yeah, I would do that, actually. Because then you have the third guy with John Wall and Beal.
And Bradley Beal.
Is there anything else? Oh, should we talk about our fantasy football teams?
Yeah.
Mine's pretty good. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire went off,
Yeah.
but I forgot to start David Johnson.
I know. So my team is Deshaun Watson, who had 20 points last night. Christian McCaffrey, Joe Mixon. This is a 6-person league, so we get better players, by the way. Christian McCaffrey, Joe Mixon, Odell Beckham Jr., T.Y. Hilton, George Kittle, Austin Eckler, 49ers defense, and the Atlanta kicker. And my bench is Mike Evans, who I might... Oh, he's out. He might play, but he's probably not going to play. But Mike Evans would usually be starting, and the other part of the bench is Melvin Gordon, James Conner, AJ Green, Drew Brees, Evan Ingram, and Jonnu Smith, who might end up being really, really good.
Yeah.
And
any tight end for the Titans?
Yeah, I think so. Your team is Dak Prescott's your quarterback. You have Alvin Kamara, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Mark Andrews. Allen Robinson, Buffalo defense. You have the Kansas City kicker, Tyler Lockett. You forgot to start John. Dude, you would have had 60 points out of the Kansas City game, bro.
I think Kamara will get more points than Johnson, though.
I know, but Allen Robinson. You think Trubisky's going to be throwing dots to him? Like, come on now. He's a good receiver, but Trubisky's not doing anything.
True.
You know, like, even picking Deshaun Watson was a little risky. I mean, he needed nothing the whole game until the very end because he has no receivers. I mean, he has the one receiver, but the one receiver was only good because of DeAndre Hopkins, and I think that might be Thielen. I think Thielen might have only been really, really good because of Diggs.
Oh, and you know what? I think I'll just move Lockett and Robinson right
now. Your backup quarterbacks Cam Newton. You have Jarvis Landry. You have Swift, Higbee, and Chark Jr.
Yeah.
You're going against Too Much Sauce, which is what, Trevor?
Yeah, Trevor Desmond.
This team sucks. Holy crap.
Yeah. He took Lamar Jackson with, I think, his second pick.
Ooh, why'd you do that? Yeah, and Mahomes went really fast, too, didn't he? Eric took Mahomes right away.
Yeah, I think
first
he
pick,
took him like third or fourth, I think.
Yeah, because I was gonna take it Mahomes early, but not. I was gonna take Mahomes with like third or fourth round probably, after I got my running backs, and then I went to pick a quarterback and he wasn't there, so I waited a couple of rounds and got Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I waited till like third last round to get Prescott.
Why did you decline the T.Y. Hilton trade Messiah offered you?
I'm keeping Adams.
Bro, do you understand T.Y. Hilton Mahomes? I mean...
Yeah. Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers.
You might cut out. But Aaron Rodgers, I mean... Yeah, but they're just going to double cover Adams.
He asked me if I wanted anything else, and I haven't responded because I don't even know.
Let me see his team. You could ask for like what do you need? What are you weak at?
Tight end.
You're weak at tight end. Who's your tight end? Andrews. Who's his tight end? Walker. Okay, wait. You are weak at. You have a good. I mean, this league. It's so stacked. You could ask for like Nick Chubb or Derrick Henry. He won't give up Derrick Henry, but just say it. Or Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Amari Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah.
No, I will only agree if he gives me Michael Thomas.
All the quarterbacks that didn't get picked are insane. Like Aaron Rodgers didn't get picked. Garoppolo didn't. Phillip Rivers, Derek Carr, Carson Wentz, Roethlisberger. Like, kind of crazy. Let's check. So they did their they projected who's the best team. So I started off after the draft. I started off at number 1. I have fell down a spot. You have fell down a spot, and Tommy has taken the 1 spot from me.
I did. I fell down a spot.
Yeah, Masai's still the 4th. Eric is 5th, and Trevor's dead last.
He said it was his first time doing any fantasy thing, so
yeah, you gotta give him exception. Should we do fantasy basketball with some of these guys? Maybe even we should add more people though. We should do
we
try to do 8 or 10.
8 or 10, yeah.
Anything else to talk about? What's going on in the MLB? Anything?
The Twins started off good, and they haven't done so good lately. But there's still
they were winning games now.
27 and 18. Yeah, went on a 4-game losing streak.
6-game losing streak.
Oh, but the White Sox are actually doing.
They're insane.
Really good this season.
For no reason. No, the A's are good for no reason.
Yeah, the A's?
Right.
The A's 27.
Don't the Yankees suck this year too? They might not make the playoffs, right?
They're like a middle ground team. They're 23 and 21. Same with Houston. Without their cheating, they're 22 and 23.
Yeah, isn't Altuve horrible too?
Altuve was overrated before the cheating too. I mean, when the cheating was happening.
I didn't think he was that great. Anyway, it's 5'2". Let's check
He's 5'6".
Let me check the MLB standings. Can I check the MLB standings? Okay, I got him.
Yeah.
New York Yankees. Let's check overall. The Yankees are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wait, did I miss them? Oh, I definitely missed them. Where are
they? The Yankees are ranked 8th in the American League.
So yeah, they're dead last. They'll barely make the playoffs. They'll be the 8th seed.
Wild card, yeah.
Yeah.
And same with the Astros. They have a losing record, and they're 6th seed.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And then in the National League, the Dodgers are destroying with only 13 losses.
It's crazy. The Twins are only a few games back of Oakland. If the A's lose a few games and we win 2.
Yeah, it's just because we've played more games.
Yeah. That's crazy. Okay, our last 10. We're 7-3 in our last 10, which could be worse.
Yeah.
Didn't we start off the season insane?
Yeah, we started off the season. I think 10, and we were the first team to get 10 wins.
That's crazy.
That's all I know.
No, weren't we 10-0? Or no. We were 10.
No, we were 10-2 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were going 6. I thought we were going 50-10.
That did not happen.
I was like, we have a chance of breaking the MLB's highest win percentage in the history. The Texans suck. Who would have thought? I mean, they're always trash. Let's be real.
I would have thought.
The Angels suck. Mike Trout. I mean, it's different in baseball.
Mike Trout, to be honest, if he wants to win, I think he might want to get out of LA.
He's on a 10-year contract.
Yeah. So I don't think that's going to be happening in his career.
Yeah. I mean, Ken Griffey Jr., he was not on very good teams, but he's still considered one of the GOATs, isn't he?
Who?
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah, and Mike Trout's right there with him. What else? I have my ESPN, my streak going on. I'm on a 4-1. No, I'm on a 4-game win streak. I need to pick something. Henry, will the Cubs easily beat the Brewers? Lester's pitching.
Yes. Wait.
And Woodruff is pitching for the Brewers.
Yeah, Cubs will win. Yeah.
Or will the Twins beat the Indians? Maeda's pitching.
Maeda, he's doing really
good. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
But we are playing Cleveland, which is
Bieber's
third.
pitching for Cleveland.
Oh, no, we're not going to win.
Bieber. He's a good pitcher.
He's going to win Cy Young this year.
Oh, should I pick the Cubs?
Yeah, pick the Cubs. Pick the Cubs.
Okay. Maybe there's a better game, though. What about Giants-Padres? Aren't the Padres really good for no reason this year, too?
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yeah, he might get MVP, right?
Yeah, Manny Machado.
Should I pick them versus the Giants? Richards is pitching for the Padres.
No, I think you should go Cubs, Milwaukee.
Cubs, Milwaukee? Okay. Well, on that note, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts. It's literally everywhere you can think of. It's on Google Podcasts. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on SoundCloud.
Yeah, YouTube.
It's everywhere.
For real.
Yeah, so leave a 5-star review. And
yeah, because they're cool.
Yeah, exactly. Just leave 5 stars. Download it.
Doesn't hurt.
Looks good. Like it on YouTube. And
Facts.
We're gonna wait 10 seconds so we can get it 41 minutes on the dot. And
that's nice.
Exactly.
That's really nice.
And we'll see you the next one. Bye.